Hi, I am Arindo Mollik and you all are welcome to my channel Technical Ori. I also welcoming you on my C programming course. Our today's topic is structure in C. What is structure? This is part 36. Let's start. What is structure in C programming? Structure is like a similar to the records. As you know, what is records? We just store the records, means store the data. Okay. Now, so basically, in simple way, structure is nothing but with a similar to the records. Now, we know that array are used to represent a group of data items of the similar data type. Array also used for the storing the data. Okay, lots of data are stored, but array are stored the data items or the group of data items with a similar data type. Now, in array we cannot store the data of the different data types. That is a just feature of the array and difference of the structure and array also. Array are not permitted us, though in array we have stored the group of data items, but we cannot, array are not permitted us or allowed us for storing the data of the different data types. That means for an example, we cannot store in array like sometimes we store the integer data, sometimes we store the float data, sometimes store the character data. No, in same array it is not possible. If you are declared as integer array, so obviously on every time we store the integer value. If you are declared as float array, that means we are every time we store the float value. Same for the character also. Means on every time store the similar data type. But this problem means there is a problem, we cannot store the different data types, only store the similar data type. These problems is to resolve by when the concept is coming called structure. Now so structure is user defined data type. Keep in mind, structure is a user defined data type. Okay, that means user defined it. As in float is a primitive data type. Okay, that means in system already understand that. Okay, that is okay, fine, this is a data type. Okay, it is a primitive, but structure is a user defined. That means we as a user, we defined as our own structure. It is possible. I will show you when I on as our course are progressed. I will show you by using the source code. I will explain you that how can I define a structure. But for now, just understand that structure is a user defined data type. Now that can store the related information together. Okay, structure is used for storing the related information. We use this struct keyword, means in C there is a lots of keyword present. Struct is among of them. We use for defining a structure, declaring a structure, we use this the struct keyword for declare a structure variable. Structure. Okay, this is a syntax for declaring a structure. Struct keyword, then structure name. What is the name of the structure? User are defined it. Okay, then in the bracket or body data type, then variable name. Okay, data type, variable, there are lots of there. And keep in mind, this is important, and after close this body there is a must be do the use the semicolon, closed with the semicolon, because it is a syntax of the structure. Means first is data type, means keyword, that means struct, keyword struct, then structure name, on the body data type, variable name, data type, variable name, etc. Okay, lots of variables are there. Now after completed of this body, then do the semicolon. Now how to declare, I will show you an example. Now how to declare a structure student. So what is the rule? We use a struct keyword, struct, name of the structure is student, so struct student, then on the body. For an example, what is the, now tell me, if I ask a question, what is the attribute of the student? What does the student have? Student have the roll number, student have the name, student have the course, and student have the pay student, every student have pay a fees for the course. Same, this is an attribute. Okay, simple, it is an attribute. Now so this role, fees, course and name are the attribute. Now so struct student, then int role, care name, 10, size is 10, that means we are stored the 10 character on the name. Char course, same. Float fees, then look here, observe here carefully, after completion into the closed with semicolon. Now this each variable name, this name, course, fees, role, all are called as member of a structure. Keep in mind. So I will ask a question. Tell me what is the members of this student structure. The answer is role, name, course, course fees. That means in our student structure, it have the 4 members: role, name, course, fees. That means these variables are called members of the structure. Okay, now similar to any other data type, memory is allocated for the structure when you declare the variable of struct student type. Means I am trying to say that when you declare the structure, then on that time no memory allocated. But when we are defined, like when you initialize the variable, declare a variable, means structure struct student type, on that time a memory allocated. Okay. So similar to the another data type, memory is only allocated for the structure when you declare the variable of struct student type. Struct student type. For an example, struct student stud1. That means the struct. This struct student is the data type. User defined data type. Struct student is a data type, and this is a variable name. Means this stud1 is the type of struct student. That means in simple way we can say that this stud1 is a struct student type. That means this is a variable. Stud1 is a variable of struct student type. This is a data type. Okay, this full struct student is a data type, and the variable name is stud1. We can also declare a like is multiple, means like we are write that like integer variable like int a comma b comma c. Same struct student is a data type. Now we can declare the like more lots of variables on by using a comma. Stud1 comma stud2 stud3 all have the same data type, that is struct student. Now how can it, there is another way for declaring a structure. I will already told you, but instead of do the semicolon here, we are assigning the we can declare a variable of struct student type. Like after completing this second bracket, that means this block or this body of this struct student, after completion we again then we are declare the variable of struct student like stud1 comma stud2 comma stud3, right? Okay, then after closing this semicolon, means we are assigned as this also just struct student stud1, means these are completed, means this is completed here. After completion we do the semicolon. Next on the next line we write this struct student stud1, or otherwise we do this also, means after completion we are declared as we no need to write the struct student here because they are not closed, structure is not closed. So here also write the stud1 comma stud2 stud3 comma dot dot dot. How many variables are then? Only then after that use the semicolon, it's a close. Now, next, type def declaration. What do you mean by the type def? Type def is a keyword. Type def is basically the keyword which enables to create a new data type name of the existing data type. That means we have a existing data type, but we assign the new name of the data type. For that we use the type def. Means in simple way you keep in mind that type def keyword is used for creating a new data type. Creating a new data type of which? Of existing data. There is an existing data type that belong. By using the type def keyword, we generate the new keyword. Sorry, new data type. General syntax is this. For an example, like type def. Type def is a keyword. Then int means existing data type, and this is the new this is a variable. Okay, means like int integer. Fine. Type def int integer. So if there is a no type def, what does it mean? That means integer has a variable, data type is integer. Now when we use the type def, that means this integer have the data type. Integer is now the new data type. Okay, that means so here is a new name. new name of this int means it is same as, for an example, this is clearly understand, careful about this definition, how to use the type def, which is very very important. Though it is a complex, but I try to easily understand you. Okay. Now, so if there is a think about that, if there is a no keyword, like there is a normal thing like int integer. What do you mean that? What is the mean by that? Int integer. That means integer is a variable. Data type is int. Fine, there is a no problem. But now we use the keyword type def. Type def int integer. That what is the mean? Basically, this means that now that now for using this type def, the working of the type def is generate the new keyword of the new data type, generate the new data type of the existing keyword, existing data type. Type def is generating the new data type of existing data type. That means now this integer, this variable is our own. Generate the this variable is now a data type. Now this variable is now a new data type. Okay. Instead of this int, we use this integer. Okay, that is the meaning of type def. Instead of using this int, we use this integer, because now this integer is now become a data type. So this is our example, integer num6. That means now integer means instead of using this int, we use this integer. So it is used as a data type integer. Then the variable name is num assigned with the 6. That is the use of type def. Now, how to initialize a structure? Same, I will show you that start student, int roll, care name, care course, float fees. After completed, then we will also declared as this stud1 equals to. Now, keep in mind, for an example, what is the first member? Roll. That means as we are declared here one by one, followed it when we initialize the value. As you are declaring on the body, the structure, same way you are followed it on the initialization. Means first you declare the roll number. So obviously this field is first roll number, then coming the name, then come the course, then fees. Same is matching as you are entering the field or entering the members of the structure one by one. Same way you initialize the value of the variable of the struct student type. So you can use this also, that stud1 equals to 01 comma Orithro, means 01 is a roll number, name is Orithro, course is BTech, fees is 31,000. Okay. Or you write this, means after do the semicolon here, you write this here also. Struct student means after that it says there is a semicolon, this is completed. And after the next line, you write the struct student stud1 equals to, do the same 01 Orithro, BTech 31. You keep in mind that is very 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 important of the structure concept, that as you are entering the means field, means entering the members, means one by one. If there is a name come, then obviously here is Orithro is first. As you are declared is one by one on the same fashion, you are to initialize this. If your first member is roll, so obviously you are initialize with roll. If the first member is fees, so 31,000 come first. Same as follows this. Okay. Now, how to access the members of the structure? How to access? The syntax is for accessing the member of a structure, like struct var that, then dot member name of the member. By using this dot operator, we can accessing the members of a structure variable. Okay. By using this dot operator, we can access the member of a structure variable. For an example, like this is a student stud1. This is a struct student type. What is this is a stud1, okay? This is stud1 is a data type is struct student. Now, what is the member? Right? Role, name, course, fees, okay. So now, for accessing like or assigning it, we are assigned also, same also. For assigning, we are first access, then assign, okay? So stud1 dot roll number. That means stud1 has the struct student, data type is struct student. We will go to the there and dot roll number. That means we are accessing the member called roll, then assign the value that is 01. Stud1 dot fees. stud1 dot fees 31,000. Stud1 is a variable of the struct student type. We are accessing the member fees by using this dot. That means stud1 dot fees equals to 31,000. Stud1 dot fees equals to 31,000. That's why it is accessing the member, and then after that we initialize. So that is a thing. Now, next is how to compare and copy the structures. For to assign the one structure variable to another, we use this. Means, for an example, we are copy the stud1 members to the members. We initialize means we are copy the stud1 members value to the stud2. So same for this, means which we copy, from where we copy stud1, which we copy from where we copy stud2, from which structure are copied stud1. That means from where it is copied stud1, that is first, equals to then which are copied, means which structure variable are copied stud1 is copied. That means members of the stud2 is initialized with the values of members of stud1. Now, as we know that stud1 have the same members as the stud2, because obviously the structure, that means struct student, our structure is same, because first is roll number, then name, then course, then fees. So it is same for stud1 and stud2. But for initialization, we initialize the members of the stud1. Okay? That means we have to basically copy. So members of stud2 is initialized with the values of members of stud1. These values, these members of the stud1 values is initialized in the stud2 members. Okay? Now, next is the comparison. We cannot compare the two structure variable. If you try to compare, this is show an error. Cannot compare the two structure variable. We cannot compare the structure variables. Instead of, we compare the members of the one structure variable to another structure variable. We only compare the individual members. That means, for an example, we can compare the stud1 fees and stud2 fees. That means, obviously, they have to have the member as fees. Fees is a both stud1 and stud2 member. This is same. Now we compare it like if stud1 dot fees means stud1 fees value is greater than the stud2 fees or not. If it is greater, then print the fees of stud1 is greater. That means we only compare the members of the one structure to another, individual members. That is basically thing. Next video I will show the source code of structures. But clear on the concept, because structure is important, and please concentrate on our topics and on our video, because after completing the structure and this union, I will show you the linked list. On the linked list, there is a needed of concept of the structure. So keep in mind, observe carefully. Okay, thank you.